60,000 people at the same time. At the same time, it would be chaos, mostly in Florida, right? So they had to find some ways to step by step bring those Cubans into the United States because they didn't want to be here. One of my uncles was there, that's why, I'm telling you the stories of the naval base of Guantanamo. Number one, the American authorities in the naval base of Guantanamo, they thought, okay, let's prioritize first those that lost something they really need for their health during the adventure, like insulin or glasses or something. So we would take those first to the United States. Of course, Cubans. I don't have to tell you that the next morning, everybody was sick. Everybody was sick there. They couldn't see. They had diabetes, high blood pressure. It didn't work. Second idea, let's prioritize those that are traveling together in couples. So two people, they can get settled in the United States, two wages at the same time, so they can collaborate, so they will get settled faster than others or quicker than others. Of course, I don't have to tell you that the next morning, everybody was a couple there. Everybody had the same story, this and that. That didn't work. The third thing was the United States, right? Because of all that, there are some security measures. So no checking your bags, no any object made of metal or glass, like scissors, clippers, containers, that's fine. If that's not sunscreen, that's fine. Okay? So Lester is gonna wait until, we all pass. They go all the way to the cemetery. That happens, every September the 8th. So it's like the big celebration in this town, in Regla, in terms of religion. Internet. 3 or 4 already, 4 years ago. We created in Cuba these, you call it hotspots, these places with, I always say Wi-Fi, I know for you it's funny. Wi-Fi, we Cubans just read it the way it is. We call it Wi-Fi. These Wi-Fi areas. So there, if you have a smartphone or tablet or computer, you go, and at the beginning, 6 cooks per hour. That's very expensive, right? Now, it's 1 cook and 50 cents per hour for every Cuban. Once you get connected with your device, you have full access. So, if I call, for example, my uncle or my cousins in the United States, the rate is 1 cook, more or less, and 40 cents per minute. 1 cook and 40 cents per minute. That is very expensive for a Cuban regular worker, right? I mean, for everyone, it's expensive. So imagine that now, for just 10 cents more, 1 cook and 50 cents, you get 1 hour of connection, internet, and not only you hear the voice, because now Cubans know how to use email, Skype, all these programs and apps. I don't even know how to use those, but they know and they see, not only, they see the family, they see the house. When you go to we are so passionate with baseball that we want to know, someone here from LA? LA? No? Houston? Okay, so the Astros won the World Series, right? The Astros, they won the World Series. In the World Series we had the Astros and the Dodgers. The 5th hitter in the lineup of both teams, they were Cubans. One, Yasiel Puig, and in the other one, Yulieski Gurriel. It's different in the old town with those tall buildings with elevators. Upper floors actually would be more, or apartments would be more expensive because of the view. But here is the opposite. Ground floors are more expensive, so you don't have to be doing the stairs all the time, right? They have these gardens that were created, organoponico, organic farms, to try to, give access to people of fruit and vegetables without being struggling with transportation. Remember, the main issue or problem we have in Cuba to the people is transportation. Okay? We have buses, yes, but they usually get broken. They function well for 2 3 years. Sometimes then they start to get broken. Sometimes we don't have already guaranteed the spare parts to fix them, so it's a very complicated issue to transport students and workers from here all the way to downtown. Usually from 6 o'clock to 8 rush hour in the morning, and then from 4 to 6, 7 in probably a little bit earlier than that to give you some time for your evening. Okay? We're just talking here in the front that you pay your clients, tourists, friends, you pay a price to be here in Cuba, I mean as part of this tour, and you receive a group of activities, services included. The bus, the guiding, and many other services that you paid already for, where the university needs you. But of course, doing your profession, right? Exactly. If you started medicine, they will send you as a civil engineer to build a bridge. So they will probably send you from Havana to Guantanamo because they need doctors there. They will send you, they will give you accommodation, they will pay you, but you don't get to choose where to work. Two things, one good, one not so good. The one not so good is that you do not get to choose what to do after. But remember, for 3 years. For 3 years, that's it. After that. Okay, now we have to talk about the ration book. That tomorrow we will go and we want to show you a ration store. Not from Russia, but rations, portions, coupons. We get food coupons in Cuba for very basic food. Plus, retired people, of course, they get the retirement. But if you do not work, you're in the working age, and you do not work, what you get from the government is the food coupons. That's it. Retirement age in Cuba 10 years ago was 50, 55. 50 women, 55 men. Now it's 55, 60, I'm sorry. 55, 60, 10 years ago. Now, 60, 65. Went up 5 years. 60 for women, 65 for men, but it's not mandatory retirement. In Cuba, if you show you are capable to do your job, you